Safardila. What are you doing?
Welcome to the first race of Season 8 of Sim Buddies. The first race on the calendar to be in Brazil, in the state of Panama, Curitiba. In the classification, the Azorian pilot Carlos Diaz took pole position, being 1.442 seconds faster, representing the Sim Buddies team. In second place was the other pilot from the team, Ricardo Fragoso. Completing the podium, João Fidalgo, who debuted in track racing this weekend. In fourth place from Israel, Natan Vexler, who is in his third season with the community. Vexler driving the Mercedes C200 and representing the NV Racing team. Fifth in the classification was Fernando Fonseca. Fonseca, who is already one of the well-known names in the community as he is already in his seventh season, is one of the drivers who participated in the Alpha Championship, the first one made by Sim Buddies. In sixth place was Miguel Rodriguez in the Peugeot 208. Rodriguez also made his debut and represented the Açores Tem Asso team. In seventh place was Frederick Audier with the Volvo C30. Audier, who was the champion in the third season, at the time with the Alpine GT4. As usual, paired with another Frenchman, Julien Coinet. They represent the Baguette Racing team. In eighth place was Julien Coinet, the experienced French driver returning to competition this season. He was tied for second place in the Alpha Championship with Fernando Fonseca. Right in the first season, Ruben Tomás ranked ninth. He also made his debut. Ruben will race this season with the Volkswagen Sirocco in the PDM Performance team. And lastly, André Felipe, who left in 10th place. He's the one who's going to race the Chevrolet Cruze this season. The race begins. Green light, green light. Great start from Vexler. To climb to second place, Fidalgo also started well, overtaking Ricardo Fragoso. Fernando Fonseca having a bad start and falling to ninth place. After the first S, we have Carlos Diaz in first, Vexler in second, João Fidalgo in third, Ricardo Fragoso in fourth, Frederick Audier in fifth, Julien Coinet in seventh, Miguel Rodriguez falling to eighth, Ruben Tomás in new and André Felipe in 10th. Vexler trying to overtake Carlos Diaz. Carlos Diaz closing the turn entrance. João Fidalgo taking advantage of the fight and taking advantage and passing Vexler. And now a touch from the French team, Julien braking late and giving a touch to Audier. Now we see Fernando Fonseca's on board. Good overtaking by Fernando, setting a good pace and trying to catch the first pack. Fidalgo rising to first, Carlos Diaz second, Vexler third, Ricardo Fragoso fourth. We are at the beginning of the second lap. The second pack is led by Miguel Rodriguez in seventh, Julien Coinet in eighth, Ruben Tomás in ninth, and André Felipe in 10th. Carlos Diaz tries to overtake on the inside. They are side by side. We just entered lap 3. And now, Joao Fidalgo missing the braking point and going off the track. Carlos Diaz returns to the lead of the race and Joao goes to 5th place. Staying in the middle, risking overtaking, has already made the curve, but Carlos comes out of the curve with more speed. They are side by side. Carlos take the lead again. We are on lap 4. Good overtaking by Fernando Fonseca. Ricardo Fregoso left the door open and Fernando took advantage of it. Ricardo Fregoso doing the same now, giving the same medicine to Fernando Fonseca. Ricardo recovers 3rd place.
Good, you guys.
Carlos Diaz crossing the finish line in first place, maintaining first place, and starting this championship in the best possible way. In second place is Nathan Vexter, who gained 2 positions in this race. Ricardo Fragoso crosses the finish line in third and completes the podium. Ricardo lost a position in the race. In fourth place was Fernando Fonseca, who moved up 1 position. Joao Fidalgo, who started the race well, made a mistake and finished in 5th place, losing 2 positions. Frederick Audier taking 6th place and moving up 1 place in the table. Miguel Rodriguez finished the race in 7th place and also lost 1 position. Julian Koenig finished 8th and maintained the position he started in. Andre Felipe finished 9th and moved up 1 position. And completing the top 10, Ruben Tomaz, who lost 1 position. The next race of the day will be with a reverse starting grid.